Oh wow! Merry Christmas, everybody! This is JFM Studios here to give you a special holiday-themed video. I decided to do something quick and easy. I just want to showcase my drawings, because this is what this channel is all about. So I decided, hey, how about I show off 25 different holiday-themed pictures that I've done over the years. And yeah, might as well be. I just thought it was a fun thing. A lot of people like to watch or see my art, especially, in chronological order, just to see how much I've improved over the years. And the pictures you're about to see are illustrations that I've done between the years 2010 to now. So these are Christmas-themed drawings from JFM Studios. Alright, and here we go. Alright, the first one is fairly simple. This was in 2010. This is Jeff and Jane being all cutesy together, because I'm just a sucker for their relationship, and yeah, boy, look at those shoulders. And this was back then. This was when I was drawing them on paper, scanning them into the computer, and then coloring them in Photoshop. And I did everything in one layer. You can see how, you can see the smudges and everything. And even back then, Jane rocked those green and red braces. She's very festive, and you'll see those green and red braces throughout the whole video. she just loves it. I did it one time when I had braces back then. Jeff was with his Santa hat. He has a regular Santa hat. He prefers a blue one now. But Jane, she's always had this little antler, reindeer antler thing, which it doesn't look like reindeer antlers at all. Yeah. Speaking of her teeth, they're not rendered. They're like, I don't know, they're too bright, too flat. So weird. But they're in love, so who cares? Christmas time, it's the time of year where you see the specials, you see the people that you ship in those TV shows, that they kiss, they be all lovey-dovey, and then in the next episode, they pretend that nothing happened. That Christmas thing, it was non-canon. Just like that one, I remember when I watched Power Rangers, I saw Kimberly and Tommy kiss in a Christmas special. I saw it once, but I did remember it. And then, nothing came of it. I was 5 years old at the time, but I remember that special. Yeah, speaking of kisses under the mistletoe, here's Jeff and Taylor kissing Blue. This was my Christmas drawing of 2011. Yeah, Blue's rocking the blue Santa hat and everything. She's very surprised. Yeah, look at the blurry snowflakes. You can tell this was Photoshop, man. But yeah, I remember. Let's see. I was driving home from my friend's house back down in Washington, and I just thought of this idea. I'm like, cool. I'll draw it out, and within 2 days, I had it finished. The profiles are a bit weird, but still, this was back then. This was 2011, man. As old as my truck, who's also named Blue. Yes. Okay, now 2012. This isn't really Christmassy, but it is wintry. And when I think of Christmas, I think of winter. Snow and everything. At least where I'm from. So here they are, the main J&T characters. Jeff and Jane, they're being close, being very close. It's the Christmas spirit. Same with Cassidy and Taylor. Blue doesn't have anybody. But she's just happy to be there. You can't see her face, but she's happy. But yeah, they're just outside without their winter gear. It's probably cold. Maybe just looking at this, it's snowing probably 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Not super cold, but still chilly. They're just looking at the moon, the big ass moon. You just know there's some tidal waves happening. The moon's that big. Okay, but I remembered my girlfriend at the time, that only lasted for like a couple months, She said this was her favorite drawing that I made. So it's cool. It's a nice little trip down memory lane now that I look at this. It was a simple time. Still an awkward time, because 2012 was a bit of an awkward year. Oh yes. 2013. This is when I started to get really festive and decided to just draw the Jeff and Taylor characters in their winter outfits. Yes, they do have winter outfits, even though they live in Somerville, and Somerville does not, it doesn't snow at all. But I imagine if it does have a Christmas special, some weird anomaly happens where it snows in Somerville, and they enjoy it. Well, especially Jane, because she loves the winter. Cassidy and Taylor, they're very close and everything. And Taylor is wearing my brand of sportswear, my little jacket here. Jeff is sporting the blue as always, just like me. I like Jane's outfit though. It's very classy. 2014. Sorry. 2014. I did not try. I just, it was like, oh man, I gotta draw something for Christmas. So I just drew this very quickly. And I don't know, I'm just laughing because this little tree, this punk ass tree here, he just caught me off guard. And this is a thing. And David's hands, what's going on with his fingers? Anyway, I just want to say, this little tree here, it's based off of a real life Christmas toy or decoration of, a singing pine tree. Very annoying. We actually had one back when I was a kid. We still have the thing, but it's somewhere else. But he sings, and I just imagine if Jeff and Taylor does get a Christmas special, David has this thing, and it becomes sentient. It only haunts David in his dreams and in real life. It's going to be hilarious. That's David's singing Christmas tree. And also Maria's head looks so small. But yes, Merry Christmas indeed. From 2014, another awkward year. Man, so many weird things happened that year, I swear. Now, I'll go into the little details maybe in another video, but so many weird things. Okay. Anyway, here's 2015. Man, I drew this like 10 years ago. Man, there's a lot of things wrong with this. Here's the singing Christmas tree again. David is stuck with him. But yeah, one thing that's very wrong is Taylor's hand, or excuse me, his arm. It's almost like he has two elbows, one here and one here. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, come on. It's like he's copping a feel with Jeff and David. Taylor wouldn't do that. Come on. Even if they're girls, Taylor wouldn't do that. He's a gentleman. Let's see here. Cindy's wearing her Christmas outfit. See the purple sweater. She's wearing these little pine tree earrings. Like a Christmas tree here. Maria has her Gumbo toy, her stuffed animal. Yes, Gumbo. It's a parody of Gumby, only he's pink. And Cindy hates the thing. Cindy hates Gumbo because my real life sister, she hates Gumby. I don't know why. I guess Claymation always, she was always bothered by Claymation, just like Mabel from Gravity Falls. Speaking of which, I remember being way into Gravity Falls when I was drawing this. But what are they watching? Well, they are, in my head, they are watching a recording of a fireplace in the TV. It's a DVD. It lasts 7 hours. And they just decide to sit and watch. Not for the whole 7 hours, but you can tell David is not, enjoying it. He would rather watch football. Even though I don't think the Jets would be playing in Christmas. Oh, look at this, 2016. This is 1 out of 2 of my 2016 Christmas drawings. Jeff and Jane being intimate again. Yes, this is. I remembered. I called this picture "Christmas in Your Eyes." It's named after that one Christmas song by Gloria Estefan. Very beautiful song, and Jane looks so pretty while Jeff looks so doofy. Oh my gosh, what does she see in him? I don't know. I'm just kidding. But look at this. You can tell it's Somerville because you see this lonely palm tree here. In the just being in the company of all these handsome pine trees here. It's just happy to be here. It's like oh my gosh, what's this white stuff? I love it. Palm trees, man. If they could think, they'd think just like that. And be like, oh, look at that doofy guy. How did he get that? How did he score with that cutie right there? That's a pine tree. That's a palm tree, I'm telling you. They're very judgmental, but they love snow if you give them a chance. Speaking of loving snow, Blue is enjoying herself. I imagine a little side plot in the Christmas special where Blue tries to find the meaning of Christmas again, trying to be happy again. Holly and Robin, they try to, show her that Christmas is still something to be excited about, because we all know Blue's past. She had a rough childhood, all the sadness. So I imagine her Christmases were pretty sad in the past. So yeah. This bridge here is based off a bridge off of in my hometown. Yeah, not much to say. I like the composition and I like the gloomy colors. All right, 2017. I remember I drew this during a live stream. Yep, 2017. What a amazing year. This is when I started doing live streams. And so I was finishing this up. Look at these two. Again, get a room, I swear. But, Taylor has his hand on Cassidy's shoulder, so there's that. This is the first time I drew Maria in her winter outfit. She's all bundled up. David's in the back because he has to be there. He's part of the main ensemble. And for a while, this was my background in my car radio during Christmas time. So yeah, very colorful. This is the first time I actually included these little, the lightings, the colorful rainbow lightings, as if Christmas lights are being reflected onto them. And from now on, it's a theme. I always do this. All my Christmas themed pictures.
Ooh boy.
What I tell you? Jeff and Jane again being haunted together. Yes, very pink. But man, I did a speed paint of this. It's very nice. I was listening to Alexander O'Neill's "Our First Christmas." It's a bop, man. It's my second favorite Christmas song. Shout out to Svart Demon for pointing that or showing me that song. He introduced me to that song. It's amazing. Man, rocking those green and red races. Jeff is like, I got a present for you, baby. Want to open it in front of me, or do you want to wait till Christmas? It's like, I can't imagine what's in there. If he's like the most awkward guy, he probably gifts her like a little plastic baby and be like, Jane, will you have my baby? Something like that. Like, no, absolutely not. Jeff is way smarter than that. He would not do anything like that. And I don't know why I thought of that. I wouldn't do it, I swear. But it goes to show how crazy my mind gets. But I do love the snow here. It's a nice little effect. And the background is a photograph. A photograph that I took. So there's no copyright or anything. This is a legit photograph by me. And this is 1 out of 2 of my holiday pictures. Because the other one is another mistletoe drawing of Taylor and Cassidy kissing. And the background is another photo that I took. I don't know if you heard that, but I had a little Discord notification. But man, I do not like Taylor's chin here. His little angle, you know, like kissing her and everything. He's starting to have a Quagmire chin, you know, a giggity chin. That's not good. Taylor is not a giggity guy. He's not a Quagmire, you know. But kissing under the mistletoe, that is kind of a giggity moment, you know. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't Jeff and Taylor related. This is fan art. I had to include this because I did draw this in a stream, and it's cute, you know. My Hero Academia, Deku and Ochako. I have yet to watch the final season as of this recording, but I think the Japanese version is all done. Yeah, so I can safely draw. Excuse me, I can safely watch the English dub. Yes, I watch English dub. That's just my preference. But yeah, it's an adorable drawing. I love the colors and everything. And Ochako, she's having her holiday themed cup. You know, she got it from Starbucks. Okay. I here 2019. Oh boy, I could tell you a lot about what happened here. All right, so. 2019, this was at a time where I drew this like a couple weeks after my last girlfriend broke up with me, and we broke up a couple days before Thanksgiving that year. And of course, the holidays that year were not fun for me, not at all. But I still, I still drew Jeff and Jane together because, their love can never die. Not at all. No. But I didn't really try with the poses and everything. I just went with the motions and everything. Even the background is a bit awkward with the photographs here. It's almost like an early South Park background. You know what I mean? But even their stupid little cup here, it's like, how are you gonna drink that? And it's hot. It's like if you try to drink that at the same time, it's gonna spill all over you and it's gonna burn you. And the way they're looking at each other, it's so awkward. It's like Jane is like, something's bothering me, but I'm trying to have fun here. And Jeff is like, yeah, I know, let's just have fun. I can just imagine on their way to Taylor and Cassidy's house. It's like they ran over a deer or something, killed it, and then they didn't bother to call the police or something, so they just chucked it on aside in the road and everything. And Jeff is like, let's just forget about it. Let's just enjoy this Christmas and everything. So Jane, she's feeling guilty about killing the deer, but she's trying to have fun. But Crazy Cat knows what they did. Just like, I'm watching you, sinners. You killed a deer. Poor defenseless animal. I'm watching you, because Crazy Cat, he is Somerville's judgment. That line, I thought it would go harder, but I don't know. But yeah, 2019, not a fun moment. Yeah. But this was fun, though. I actually drew the West End girls in their winter outfits for the first time ever. I was looking at, in Google, what are some fancy winter outfits that women wear, and I just went with this. Ashley's rocking a beret. This is a genuine looking beret, not like that puffy one that Cassidy has. And look at the Santa bag. This is based off of a real life Santa bag that we have in at the house. It's very cute and festive. So they have their Christmas gifts, possibly for you. The pine trees, the decorated pine trees in the back. It's nice. Oh, and here we go. One last picture for 2019. I just had to. This is just vent art, Like I said, I was going through a rough breakup. And, just like, taking that line from Last Christmas by Wham, maybe next year. Oh yeah. Amanda's single AF, just like me. Adult Amanda, I should say. Still rocking the triple pigtails, you know. After all these years, she just loves it. But no man loves her though. At least not yet. Alright, so 2020. Now, I know 2020 was an awful year for many, but a very productive year for me, you know? And this was one of the most productive and celebratory Christmas drawings I've ever drawn. Winter outfits for everybody. And here's David again with his, with his Christmas guy. The pine tree. The haunted, cursed, singing pine tree. Yeah. Maria again with the crazy cat snowman. Snowcat. Whatever. And I think this is the last time I drew Jane with her hair like this. No, actually, was it 2021? No. I think this was the last time. I think so. Because I did a little bit of an overhaul with their hairstyles. But yeah, I like this. It's a nice festive picture. What's Chris holding? Is that a glow stick or something? Totally forgot. Or flags? What is this? I can tell she's holding something here.
Feast your eyes on this!
I have no idea. I don't know. It looks like a grenade or something. Like she's gonna blow everything up. That'd be crazy. Alright. This picture. So here are their actual, Christmas sweaters. Jeff with his, Honolulu blue Let It Snow sweater. Jane with her cake sweater. And her genuine reindeer antlers. Her creepy smile. I did not mean to make her smile this big and creepy. Cassidy, my gosh, what did this say? Does this say die? I don't know. Died? I don't know. I totally forgot what it's supposed to say. But, and Taylor with a W on his back because that's what he gets. He gets W's. With his red hat and everything. Drinking their cranberry soda. It's great, very cozy. Alright, and here's something quick for 22. Just the main four being all cutesy together. You can tell I draw these four a lot for Christmas time. It's just, I guess it's a tradition or something. But fun fact, originally this little present here, this tiny present, it was all pink and red, and I showed this picture to my friend Paul, and he was like, well, what are they holding? They look like they're holding a fruitcake, a very gelatin-like fruitcake. And I'm like, no, it's a present. So I changed the color to green. Yeah, but they all look great here. See, with the colorful lightings and everything. Now here's something incredibly cute and wholesome. I decided to draw, Amanda's family. This is her actual family. And yes, they actually had a Christmas portrait done. And this is canon in the Malice Mansion timeline. So this took place a couple months before the mansion incident. So look at that. Amanda's all happy, not knowing what's going to happen in that mansion. Not knowing the horrors that she'll see and experience. But, she has a tiny present. And her family here. Very tall family, too. If Amanda's like a little over 4 feet tall, then her sister might be, 5'11". And that means her dad is like 6'8" or something. Very tall man, They grew up to be tall people. That's how they are. Very nice family. Oh, look at that. And there's another cute moment. You know, this was when I was, drawing some Alice Mansion stuff. I had to draw, Amanda, getting a nice little kiss from Mike, her crush, under the mistletoe and everything. And, what does this say? Forest? Forest. I don't know. I don't know. But it doesn't say die. Even though die is more appropriate for Malice Mansion because it's a horror, But yeah, it's a cute little drawing. I like it. Amanda blushing and everything. She's sweating. She's nervous. She doesn't know what to do. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Jeff and Jane again, but they're grown up. This is 10 years into the future. And, under the mistletoe, they're a lot more intimate. She's still rocking that cake, the cake sweater, and she has an actual cake back there. And Jeff is slowly dropping his hands so he can cop a feel and everything. But she doesn't mind, not at all. They were made for each other. And the hatching in the background and everything. It's very nice. All right, here's what I drew last year. I just thought of this idea. It's a very cute, idea. Just them being wrapped up together. Yeah, Christmas time is a time of love and and it just being together.
We're living in a material world, and I am a material girl or boy.
Anyway, Cassidy, I updated her little beret here. It looks like a Scottish, garment or something. An old golfer's beret, that poofy hat, poofy thing, puffball. But from what I seen, that other picture, I decided, hey, her sweater's just gonna say "Die Tree," because that's what we do to Christmas trees out in the wild. We want to kill them, drag them, tie them up to our cars, and put them inside our house so they can suffer while looking good. That's how trees are. That's what pine trees are most afraid of. Yeah. But Taylor, he's rocking a very mean looking pine tree here. It's like, this pine tree you do not want to cut. You just know that you'll be in trouble. Alright. And here's the other one I drew last year. Just the main five here, just posing for a picture. And David he's trying to decorate the tree, put a star on top, little Starman from Mario, but he's falling over. But it's okay, he's gonna land on snow. And Crazy Cat, he's watching you. He's always watching. And in the background is a real life location near where I live. It's the Santa Claus house in North Pole, Alaska. Yes, it actually looks like that. And yes, there is a Santa Claus statue, but he's not covered up in barbed wire like this. There's a barbed wire fence surrounding him to prevent people from vandalizing him. But I decided, hey, I want to wrap some barbed wire because I want to use this barbed wire brush tool in Clip Studio Paint. It's like, you better be nice or else I'll wrap this barbed wire around you. So yeah, be on the nice list. These five, they're on the nice list for sure. David, I'm not so sure. Crazy Cat, definitely on the nice list. Because all cats are nice. Alright, and here's my newest one. Just everybody posing for a selfie on Christmas. Yes, the perspective is wonky, but who cares? It's Christmas time. So let's see here. Cassidy she's still rocking the Die Tree sweater. Kim, she is wearing a ugly sweater that says, "This sweater is painful to look at." And you got Christmas trees here. Got a decorated tree in the back. Yeah, Crazy Cat again, watching everybody. David's asleep, holding a football, rocking his Jets sweater. Man, the Jets, they're having an awful season. Man, I feel for the Jets fans, you know. They're doing worse than last year, but I don't know. We'll just have to see what they do next year. I don't know. So Cindy, she's wearing a purple sweater. I'll be home for Christmas. And Blue, she's not wearing a traditional sweater, but it's very fancy. You know. And Maria, I don't know what she's wearing. Whoops. It's incredibly weird. For a weird girl. A weird girl, you know. Alright, and here's the newest picture that I just got done on Saturday stream. So, every time I hear Burl Ives' Holly Jolly Christmas, I think of my character Holly, because, you know, it has her name in it. And, you know, the iconic Burl Ives snowman from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special. He's just singing with them. And a cup of cheer. I always imagined the cheer detergent. But here, he's planning to poison these two girls with cheer. You would think they know better, but I don't know, I guess they're under his spell or something. And you see Blue in the background. She's about to murder that snowman. She has a snow shovel. She looks crazy, but she's gonna be a hero here. A heroine, you know? Alright. Yep, and that is it. That's all the Christmas pictures that I want to show, but yeah, definitely you can tell that I have improved throughout the years, while still keeping the same style.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it. If not, I hope you have a wonderful day, you know, and look forward to some more videos. Of course, in my end of year review video, I'll tell you guys what my plans are for 2026, and yeah, hopefully everything will go into fruition. But yeah, I'm hoping things will get better for me and everybody. All right, yeah. Look how cute Amanda is. Yeah, with her glasses and everything. You know, I just realized that none of the kids in Malice Mansion have glasses. Like, they all have perfect vision. But in canon, Amanda's vision is not so good. Whenever she reads, she poses the book, you know, very close to her face. So I know after the events of the mansion incident and everything, she will get some glasses. I mean, hey, going a little bit blind is the least of her problems, but kids gotta see. Okay, so there you have it, guys. JFM out, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and Merry Christmas to you. Alright, bye-bye.